How you doing, guys? Hey, why? If you take a look behind me, I made for damn sure that nothing was hanging there today. But you gave me a good laugh. That was something I hadn't noticed until you pointed that out. I had showed my coworkers your comment and then showed them the video as to what you were pointing out, and we all got a good laugh out of it. But, oh well, sometimes you just gotta laugh. That was something that was seriously lacking in the Kingdom halls, was just simple laughter. Probably because they just had no sense of humor. I mean, JW Broadcasting, it wouldn't kill them just to crack a few jokes once in a while. But the only thing I found funny of JW Broadcasting was Stephen Lett's facial expressions. And if you noticed, where's Stephen Lett been? He hasn't been around in quite some time, so I don't even like watching JW Broadcasting anymore. That was funny, on the rare occasion that any of Jehovah's Witnesses cracked jokes, they really weren't very good. And you really can't blame them because Jehovah's Witnesses don't have a whole lot as far as material to work with. We had this one elder's wife that loved to tell jokes. And if there were anything worse than her jokes, it was her deliveries. Oh, God, they were jokes that 12-year-olds wouldn't even tell, and it would never fail. We were out in service one day, she and another sister and one of the guys that I used to hang out with frequently at the time. And she was telling one of her third-grade jokes. Now, we would always miscue the punchline and just give that robotic JW laughter when we thought she was finished. Yeah, I'm not done yet. Oh, sorry, go ahead, finish. We finally realized when she was finished, when she would start explaining the punchline. If you have to explain the punchline, the joke didn't work. Well, when she did that, we all gave that robotic laughter. I went a little too far. And says, that was very funny. And she looks at me and says, yeah, right. Well, at least she even admitted her joke sucked. Well, we were going on their way. They had a return visit they had to make. We pulled in. Girls got out of the car, went to the door. Now, this one guy that was with us, he grew up in the organization, but he loved to talk to me because he knew that I didn't. And he liked to hear what actually went on outside the organization. Well, he says to me, he says, you know, Sister so-and-so doesn't need to be telling jokes. And I'm like, tell me about it. And I says, you know, Catholics tell so much better jokes than JWs. And he says, really? I'm like, oh yeah, easily. And then he says, a few minutes goes by and he says, like what? I guess that was an opening for me to tell a joke. One popped into my head immediately and I says, 3 nuns die and go to heaven. They're at the gates of heaven, and they met St. Peter. St. Peter says to the first nun, sister, is there any sins you want to confess? And the first nun says, oh, yes, I touched a man's penis. Peter says to her, go wash your hands in the holy water and walk in. With that, the third nun in line pushes past the second nun and runs up to the holy water. St. Peter says, sister, what's the problem? And the sister says, well, I'm going to goggle with the holy water before Sister Mary sticks her ass in it. Well, I looked at him. I think I went too far. Mind you, this was an African-American who had just turned pale. No expression on his face. His eyes were wide open. Well, a few minutes goes by. He starts quietly giggling to himself. Before you know it, that quiet giggle morphed into this uncontrollable laughter. Now, this got me laughing, and we're both laughing and laughing. Finally, tears are streaming down our faces. I mean, we couldn't catch our breath. We were laughing so hard. Finally, he's like, the girls are going to be coming back. We got to get composed. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I'm wiping the tears out of my eyes, and we couldn't stop laughing. So I'm like, think of Sister so-and-so's joke. That'll kill anything. So we did. We ran her joke through our heads, and finally we were, we were able to get composed, and we were able to stop and catch our breath. Serious look on our face. Looked up. Girls are on our way back. Okay. They get in the car. As soon as they get in and close the door, we both started laughing. Hysterically. Uncontrollably. And so the sister joke teller says to us, "What are you boys laughing at?" Well, I looked at her and says, "We were just thinking of that funny story you just told us." She says, "Yeah, right." Anyways, guys, this has nothing to do with anything, just the lighter side of things that went on while I was at JW. Anyways, if anybody has any similar experiences, leave your comments below. And thanks for dropping by. Guys, if you come across this video, hit the notification button and don't forget to hit that little bell. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you during the week. You have a good day.